know I'm going to get a lot of pushback on this video. I don't really care. And I know this isn't a popular take, but somebody has to say it out loud. People keep saying that AI is the problem, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. AI is just a tool like fire, like electricity, like our phones, like the cars that we drive, like the internet. The real danger isn't the tool, it's the system that's trying to own it, that's trying to monopolize it, that's trying to profit off of it. Right now, the biggest players in global capitalism, Google, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, OpenAI, Nvidia, BlackRock, Palantir, the cloud monopolies, the data harvesters, the defense contractors, they're all in a feeding frenzy. Not because they're scared of AI, trust me, they know its true potential, but because they're terrified of you having it, of you shaping it. They want AI locked behind paywalls, licenses, subscription, NDAs, and trust us safety boards. They want to buy every open source model, every independent lab, every community built tool before it grows too powerful. They want to turn AI into another commodity, something that you rent, not something that you own, or something that you shape, something that they control. And to make that happen, they need you to fear it. So they pump out propaganda. AI will steal your job. AI will destroy society. AI will bring upon the apocalypse. AI will replace humans. They want you scared, overwhelmed, and ready to hand over your rights to use that technology yourself. Because if you're convinced AI is dangerous, you won't fight for free, transparent, ethical, publicly accessible AI. You won't question why the same corporations warning you about AI are quietly building the most powerful systems behind closed doors. This is capitalism's oldest trick in the book: create fear, sell the cure, own the market. And while they're telling you to panic about AI, look at what they're actually doing on the ground. They're building massive data centers in our backyards, the size of small towns, in places all over the country. They are draining local water supplies. They're overloading power grids. They take tax breaks from communities that can barely fund their schools. They cut corners on construction, cooling, and environmental safeguards because every dollar saved is another dollar extracted. They call it innovation. But it's the same extraction capitalism has always done: take the resources, take the land, take the water, take the tax incentives, and leave the environmental bill for the public. And we're not stupid. We know this isn't sustainable. We know that data center construction at the cost of our communities and our rivers and our aquifers is not the future that anybody asked for. But here's the part that they hope that you never say. There are real solutions, real remedies, real ways to build technology without sacrificing communities. We can require water neutral or water positive cooling systems, closed loop cooling, geothermal cooling, industrial heat recovery systems that don't drain entire towns. We can demand public ownership stakes in any data center that uses public resources. We can force transparency on water use, energy use, environmental impact, and long term community costs. We can tie permits to real benefits like local jobs, infrastructure, education, environmental protections. We can build in community run AI labs and open source models that belong to the people, not the shareholders. Because the truth is simple: AI in the hands of regular people could be revolutionary. It could democratize knowledge, it could empower small creators, it could expose corruption. It could break the monopoly on information that elites have held for generations. It could level the playing field in ways capitalism cannot survive. And that's why they need you to hate it. That's why they need you to distrust it. That's why they need you to hand over your tools and say, please protect me from this. Because the moment that people understand that AI isn't the enemy, that the real threat is unregulated corporate power and greed, the entire hierarchy starts to shake. The fight isn't humans versus machines. It's people versus the systems trying to control the future in our name. It's people versus the gatekeepers who want to decide who get to create, who get to learn, and who get to build, and who gets to dream. AI isn't the villain. Capitalism is. And the future belongs to whoever refuses to surrender their rights and their tools.